am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth.
Palms together. Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth. Grace of parents.
Grace of fellow beings. Grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, for full grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts.
Sutra chanting. 일원상 vow. Page 9. 일원상 vow.
Ilwan is the realm of samadhi, beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. Ilwan manifests as both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanence. Ilwan unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is, viewed as impermanence. Ilwan unfolds into into infinite growth through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies in the four forms of birth, be transformed through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings bound to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilham, the Dharmakaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilham and become one with the nature of Ilham.
맛있어져라, 맛있어져라.
We are so happy and thrilled to have Reverend Shine join our 교무님 team here in North Carolina Temple. Do you know that in our temple history, he is the first male 교무님? What does that mean? We'll have a better, good balance of yin and yang energy and reaching out more male, young practitioners and a lot of potential. And already I love his added chanting voice in our practice sessions. It is tradition that we offer big bow to each other from currently serving Reverends to welcome new Reverend. You're welcome to join us to welcome with your bow where you sit at home or here. Welcome, Reverend Sean.
Now, before Reverend Sean gives his first Dharma talk, for those in the live stream, we had some technical difficulties. I created a new link for you, so please click on that in the chat so you can watch him without the panorama view. Thank you.
So let's practice deep and mindful listening as Reverend Sean tells us about his journey to our North Carolina temple.
Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you for welcoming me. I am Sean, and I am ordained Reverend in Won Buddhism. My Dharma name is Qi Gong. My family name is Song. The last time I visited here, Reverend Wang Gong gave me an American name, Sean, so you can call me Sean. Life is like a little journey. No one knows where it goes, but I have been enjoying it so far. And next stop, North Carolina. Now, I'd like to talk about how I ended up here. When I was young, my family moved to Yongsan, the sacred birthplace of Won Buddhism in Korea. Yongsan was my playground, and there my life as a Won Buddhist youth began. Growing up, I met many Gyumunyms, and I really liked them. They were warm-hearted and good mentors. Not surprisingly, a dream to be like these Gyumunyms planted in my mind. Living in Yongsan with all that holy energy and spiritual guidance, most of which I wasn't aware of at the time, and my affinity with the Gyumunyms, I decided to be a minister like those whom I come to admire. People said being a Gyumunym is living a life on behalf of others, not just for myself. I thought, that's good. I want to live a life like that. So after high school, I joined Won Buddhist Studies at Wonkwang University in Korea. To introduce myself, I'd like to say a bit about my family. My father served as principal and taught at the high school in Yongsan. My mother is now serving as the director at the Wonkwang Daycare Center. My younger brother is a programmer for Amazon in London, and my younger sister teaches Korean literature in high school. And all my family is happy in what they're doing, and I care for them. Although my family was Won Buddhist, not all of them were supportive in the beginning. At first, my parents were worried, as they knew there would be many challenges along the way. And my younger brother wondered why I did not choose an occupation where I could make good money. Yeah, it's true. I'm not making much money, but I feel rich and abundant. After all these years, they support my path with much love and blessings. Now that I'm here, away from my motherland, will you all be my family in the States? What brought me to North Carolina? I have been thinking, why do we people, deluded beings, live like this? Why do we make our lives miserable, fight each other, and create conflicts? Does what I'm doing to help really matter? Is it ever going to work? The answer was, we just do it and focus on what is possible. I have always dreamed of a community in which to practice and learn the truth together, no matter how big or small it might be. After visiting here last year for 1 month, it was so clear to me that if I was coming to the United States, the North Carolina temple was the right place for me and the only place I wanted to be. And look, dreams come true. These are the things I liked about this temple. I deeply felt that the One Temple community in North Carolina was well established because there are many wonderful practitioners with sincere and loving energy. And I'm thankful to the members here for the warm reception and memories I made. Also, I felt that this was one of the most vibrant One Temple communities in the United States. It is lively, moving forward into the world with warm hearts and loving guidance from Reverend Wang-Gong. To me, this community seems like the early stage of Won Buddhism 100 years ago when founding Master Sotaesan was there. So I asked Reverend Wang-Gong if she would like to have me here, and Reverend Wang-Gong asked me, do you want to be here? I had to serve 1 more year at my previous temple in North Gwangju, in Korea. Then my senior Reverend Chung Taewon-nim, who carried me this far, generously let me go, and now here I am. I was happy that I was officially assigned to the North Carolina temple on January 1st, but for 8 months I had to wait because of the visa process. Waiting wasn't that bad at first. I actually enjoyed that time. I had a chance to join a Vipassana retreat, practiced at a monastery with Venerable Gyeongsan-nim, and stayed at my parents' house for the first time in 20 years, long enough to say goodbye. As time went by, I felt anxious and my confidence wavered when I didn't hear anything about my visa. I thought I'm in Bardo, an intermediate state just after death. I was waiting and waiting. Many thoughts arose in my mind. Then, documents went missing for a month and I had to wait more. Then I started to worry about everything. I even thought, should I really go to the States? Am I a good enough minister? What can I do really? A small Asian in such a big country? Sometimes I didn't even reply to Reverend Wang-Gong or skip the online meditations or scripture class. And one day, Reverend Wang-Gong asked me, what is in your mind? Do you really want to come here? This got my attention and brought me to clarity. Once again, I made up my mind with determination and to pursue my dream to live a life within this Chapel Hill community. Finally, I got my visa in the middle of August, and 2 weeks later, boom, I was here. Still, I was a little nervous and consulted my trusted mentors in Korea, and they gave me the words of comfort and encouragement and solace for my worries. They said, don't worry, tell Reverend Wang-Gong everything. If you have any problems, just ask her. I was really grateful that our 2 Gyomunnims, Reverend Wang-Gong and Reverend Ziyang, they worked so hard during my visa process. And I'd like to thank Gyomunnims and members of my previous temple, North Gwangju Temple in Korea, for the time we had together. And I feel that in the United States, there are many good people who have conscious awareness which will influence the world. In my journey as a Dharma practitioner, my dream is to be a part of this community with them. With y'all happily moving on, maybe we can make a difference. This may be just a baby step for me, but I feel honored and blessed that on this path, I will be learning from some of the best practitioners and the best Gyomunnim in the One Buddhist community. Thank you for listening. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Reverend Sean, for your sharing of your life path. with us and joining us here in North Carolina. We are so delighted to have you as an official member of our community. Now, please share your welcoming words to Reverend Sean in the chat. And for in-person, let's pause for 1 or 2 minutes in silence, sending our silent welcome to him. Thank you all for joining us. This evening at 5 p.m., there will be an in-person meditation gathering at the Raleigh Temple. Feel free to join us. Tomorrow, we have Labor Day retreat. There are 1 to 2 spaces left if any of you would like to join and have a last-minute retreat opportunity. Next Sunday is a special one, as our teen members are going to be leading our practice gathering at 10 a.m. We look forward to seeing you then. Now let's bow and wave to each other as one big community, cloud and earth, and our camera will be panning.
you.